All right, folks, now it's time for my perspective. You know, I've traveled the country a lot recently, before the elections and after. I've been to Los Angeles, Norfolk, Virginia, Jackson, Mississippi, Cleveland, Ohio, and I can tell you, President Obama has a serious problem with his base. This goes beyond folks simply being upset with what took place on November 2nd. What we're talking about is some systemic problems, and that is the inability to connect with people who were engaged in the campaign. I've talked to donors who said they have had no outreach and no response from the White House since the election. I've had people who were engaged in terms of making phone calls, who were sitting here on campaigns who said they haven't received any kind of communication whatsoever. I've talked to people who were entertainers, celebrities, people in the hip-hop community who say once the election was over, they never heard from the White House on any particular issue. If the president wants to focus on 2012, he is going to have to shore up his base. Everyone keeps saying he has to move to the center in order to appeal to independents, to appeal to conservative Democrats, the people who fled him in huge numbers in the midterm elections. But I say you have to focus on your base. And frankly, that means going back and saying, you know what? There were some things we did wrong and some things that we did not do. And here's how we are going to change. If the White House thinks everything is okay and it was just about the economy, they have another thing coming. Trust me, I've talked to these folks. I've heard their cries. I've heard their anger. Mr. President, trust me, your base is worried about whether or not you truly care about them. I say talk to your base, make amends with your base in order for you to focus on 2012. That's my perspective. What's yours?